नहीं बना, आज नहीं हुआ। आज नहीं हुआ।
Please. Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Murmuhu Namastri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Surayi Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So we are in chapter 2, where Sri Krishna is trying to really make Arjuna understand the unreal nature of our earthly existence. ये धरती पे रहना से कोई नित्य कुछ नहीं है, अनित्य है, ये समझा रहे हैं. Because now, as we saw earlier, पहला तो आपका बुद्धि सर पर साफ होना चाहिए. इंटेलेक्चुअली देयर शुड बी क्लैरिटी. उसकी बाद ही जो करेंगे बाद में करेंगे, पहले तो समझना चाहिए. सब समझ लिया, then we can get to action. So first is importantly, one should know what we are, what's our understanding about the nature of life, etc. So in the last sloka we saw, na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubhayorapi drishtontas sanayo tattvadarshinihi, tattvadarshinihi. So you know that one of the reasons why that which is unreal doesn't come into existence, that which is real does not go out of existence, and all that, what we are talking about. See, one of the arguments is, supposing something is in the beginning, in between it is not there, again it is there, that is unreal. Because it is not there constantly. What can be called as real is that which is there for all time to come. For example, our childhood. Childhood was there, it is not there. So that is unreal. So the sharir, it was there in the beginning. So always, whatever is there all the time, if it is there only for some time, either at the beginning or at the end or in the middle, all that go into the unreal category. But we are so used to seeing that which is unreal, so we have kind of really lost track of what is ultimately real. इसलिए हम लोग का समझना, इसके बारे में कुछ धारण करना वो भी मुश्किल हो रहा है. Because we are so much used to living at the level of senses only, so we find it very difficult to understand what is that which is of a permanent nature, how it is described, what are its qualities. So that's why Sri Krishna also is trying to explain in various ways the real nature of the Atman. That's why we saw this look also. Avinashi tu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinashamavyasyasya nakaschit kartumarati. Reality by which all these are all pervaded is avinashi, is indestructible. Not only that, see, ultimately, to get an idea of something that is permanent, see, everything is impermanent, as the Buddhists say. How do you say that? How do you get to know? कैसे पता चलता है? How do you get to know that everything is impermanent? Only when viewed against something which is permanent, isn't it? There's been an observer. He keeps on, or she keeps on, that permanent thing keeps on observing that which is constantly vanishing. Then only we know everything is impermanent. So though the nature of life, nature of body, nature of everything, nature of senses, nature of sense objects, ऐसा अनित्य कैसे पता चलता है? कोई नित्य सबको हमेशा साक्षी स्वरूप देखते रहता है. Is something which as a sakshi keeps on witnessing that which is unreal, unreal, unreal. So we. That's why the sense that I am, that awareness, not that ego. Ego it changes. Ego becomes bloated up. Ego gets angry. Ego gets jealousy. Ego gets other things. Whereas this pure that awareness, that witness, the idea of a sakshi, I am, I am. That was there when I was a child. It was there when I was a youth. It's there in my old age. So it's always there. We never know of an instance when it is not there, is it not? One might say, what happened when you die? No one has witnessed one's own death. खुद का मृत्यु कोई देखा क्या? So as long as they are aware, as long as they are alive, you always see this awareness. So what happens beyond that? We don't know. But the Shastras say now there are a lot of studies have emerged, lot of other things people have come to know. There is something which is permanent. It's not destroyed by time. It is not destroyed by anything. All these ideas we really get from somewhere. But the idea is, as far as our experience is concerned, we always feel this I am, this awareness, this consciousness, this sakshi, this observer is always there. We never know of an experience where it is not there. हमको खुद का किसी को पता है क्या? मैं नहीं था, बोल नहीं सकता हूँ. मैं नहीं था बोल रहे हैं वही तो है. See, the denial of me, the denial of that witness, that is witness itself. कौन deny कर रहा है? So there's always something with. So as far as our experience goes, we only know constantly there is something which is ever witnessing observer. उतना तक हम लोग को पता है. If you say what happens when you die, only the body dies. Just as the body of childhood is no longer there, the body of youth is no longer there, the body of old age may not, still will not be there. But where do you see that this I, this consciousness, where do we see it is not there? It is always there. And they say, according to Shastras, according to researches, according to science, everything, that it takes a new body. That also he will explain. So he says, Avinashi tu tad vidhi, yena sarvamidam tatam. Vinashamavyasya nakaschit kartumarhati. So now this is all which is pervading all that. What is there? Whether it is animate, inanimate, man, woman, young, old, educated, uneducated, rich, poor, Indian, foreigner, everywhere, same that Avinashi, that eternal, is always there, and obviously it is indestructible, Avinashi. Then, because it is this Abhyasya, Astya Abhyaya, see this is immutable. It doesn't change. It's always there. See, the body changes. It was one way in the childhood. It was differently when it was youth. It was still different when it was old age. But this I consciousness, this witness, this observer, it's always there. Can you ever say that my I-ness when I was young, it was different? My I-ness now is... No. See, in the light of our buddhi, in the light of mind, in the light of external things that we acquire, we feel we are different. But essentially, if you separate all that and take only the core I-ness or that witness or the observer, it has always been same only. The witness combined with the buddhi or intellect or the knowledge or the thing of a child, it functions only. When the I-ness, when it is covered by the buddhi or intellect, etc., of a middle age, of the youth, it functions only. So all these are all only the add-ons or the changes, etc. The central thing, that is always there. It's always same only. Just as the electricity is always same. Whether you put a solar lamp, whether you put a 1,000 watt bulb, or you put a jhad prati, or a simple 0 watt night lamp, everywhere the indwelling electricity is one and the same. There is no difference. But the way that is used, the way that is exposed, the way that is put to use, that differs. Similarly, our body, our mind, our senses, our intellect, these are all those who use it beautifully, they do so much good to the world. Those who use it in a very wicked way, they bring so much harm and destruction and all that. Whether it is the thief or the saint or anybody, that the central thing, that I-ness, that awareness, that sakshi, the observer, is one and the same. And also, does it differ between your I-ness and my I-ness? It's all same only. When it is encased in this body, given a certain set of circumstances like this mind, buddhi, etc., it seems to do one thing, is giving lectures, meeting people, and this. And then another, oh, it's a simple housewife. Simple housewife also, the I-ness, the awareness, is it different? It's same. Clothed in the body of that housewife, being a housewife, and with that intellect, with that mind, that appears like that. But essentially, so it's all same, and in fact, it's only the one and only I-ness only. Can there be different? There are two different things. No, same I-ness, whether this body or that body or any body, same only. Given a particular certain circumstances, a particular ambience, a particular facility such as body, mind, intellect, buddhi, etc., it seems to function very differently. But essentially, it's all one and the same. That's why he says it is abhyaya. It is not mutable. It does not change. From the day the awareness comes till the day we give up this body, it's always the same only. Quite often we oh इरकम था अभी क्या कितना mature हो गया कितना हो गया. See, there's all only the play of the buddhi and the mind, etc. But essentially, the core thing remains same all the time. There's no change whatsoever. So then he says, Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta sharirana anashino aprameyasya tasmat vidyasva bharata. You, Arjuna, you're the Bharata clan. You fight. Why should you fight? Therefore you fight. What is it therefore? Antavanta ime deha nityasya mukta sharirana. What is in this sharira? That which is in this sharira, which is aprameya, it is actually immeasurable. उसका कोई माप नहीं सकते हैं वो कितना बड़ा छोटा ये लंबा चौड़ा नो it's there. Why? Because it has no beginning, it has no end. It is not limited by space, it's not limited by time, it's not limited by anything. It is there, it is all pervading. How do you measure? Yes, this room, yes, I measure. This is the beginning, this is the end. Suppose there is no beginning, there's only an open space, there are no doors, we're all sitting. Can you say, what is the size of this room? अरे यहाँ कहाँ दरवाजा कहाँ है? तो आपकी कोई शुरुआत ही नहीं है, एंडिंग नहीं है, क्या बोल रहे हैं आप बकवास? So similarly this Atman or this Avinashi, the substratum, it's aprameya. This cannot be measured because it's everywhere. Wherever you see, wherever you talk, wherever you react, wherever you feel, it's always there. There is absolutely nothing to limit it or make it, conditioned. That which is unconditioned, that which is not limited by space, time, causation, or anything, and more importantly, which is all pervading. How can you measure that? आपका कितना बड़ा आप मेजरिंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट ले आ सकते हैं? अब 1000 फुट लाखों फीट का कोई आप टेप ले आइए फिर भी मेजर नहीं करते बिकॉज उसका बाहर भी हो रहेगा. All that is completely pervaded by that. That's why it's called aprameya. It is not only that, it is anashina. It is indestructible. It cannot be that which is, sharirinaha, that which is in the sharira, that is indestructible, that is immutable. So what really then does not anything get destroyed? Yes. What is that? Antavanta ime deha. What is there? All these bodies, they get destroyed. Not that which is within the body. The body dies. Not the antaryami or that which is the Atman that is inside. So now what is said to perish of the bodies in which the imperishable unlimited spirit is embodied. इसीलिए आपका कोई सोचने की कोई ये नहीं है. भीष्म हो, द्रोण हो, जो भी है, what will get destroyed is the Bhishma body or the Drona body. Why are you worried? The real Drona and real Bhishma, nobody can destroy because they are of the nature of immutable Atman. कोई द्रोणा शरीर छोड़ के या दूसरी शरीर पकड़ लेगा, भीष्म शरीर छोड़ के दूसरी शरीर पकड़ लेगा. So that is not going to be destroyed. That is not going to go away at all. So why you worry? And the end is going to come somewhere or other. Whether you kill or somebody else kills or they themselves kill themselves or they just die of old age, all will happen automatically. Nobody can stop it. So better is you do your job. आप इस पद में इस सब के बारे में मत सोचो. Don't worry about what I am doing. You are not doing anything. You are only doing your kartavya. In the process, somebody gets killed, they will get killed. Somebody will not get killed, they will not killed because they have more time, so they will wait for that. Whosoever has this body, at some time or other, they have to go. So you don't have to worry about what is the time given. Are you determining? आप क्या ठीक करेंगे कब द्रोणाचार्य जाएगा कब भीष्म जाएगा? What is that to you? You cannot do that. You have a duty to do. You have come to fight. That is your kartavya. That is your swadharma. You do it. You do not worry about the consequences because nobody can really determine who should die when. As per time, the death happens. And then he says, Eyenam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhautau na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. कोई सोच रहे हैं मैं हत्या कर रहा हूं, कोई बोल रहे हैं वो हत्या हो रहा है, दोनों नहीं समझ पा रहे. He who thinks that self to be the killer and who experiences him to be killed, जो सोच रहे हैं मैं हत्या कर रहा हूं, कोई सोचे मेरे तो हत्या कर दे रहे हैं, दोनों नहीं जानते. Both of them, one who thinks that he is killing and the one who thinks that I am being killed, both are not knowing because nayam handina nayan. So it can be, neither can it kill nor can it be killed. Because a killing, not killing, all that, they related to body and mind, etc. They are not related to the Atman. It is all pervading. हर जगह पे है, हमेशा ही है, सर्वकाल के लिए है. Everywhere it is there. It is not present even for a microsecond. So where is the question? Obviously, such an Atman cannot be killed. Something is there which is all time to come. इसके कोई देश काल निमित्त से सीमित नहीं है. It's not limited by by the time, space and causation. Then such a thing is always there. Where is the question of that getting killed? Similarly, where is the question of that killing? क्योंकि वो ऐसे कोई उसकी सवाल ही नहीं है. Because he's always there. So that is why don't say that I am killing Drona, I am killing Bhishma. You are neither are you killing nor are they being killed. It's all happening just by itself. No one is responsible for all this. You have to do your duty. Whatever would happen, would happen. See, actually, that's why he says, Najayate mriyate va kajachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane shari. See, it is neither birth nor death. Najayate mriyate va kajachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya. Neither was he ceased to exist in the past, nor will he cease to exist in future. Ajo Nitya is unborn, eternal, Sashvatoyam, Purano is ancient, Nahanyate, Hanyamaneshati. He is never killed when the body is killed. So actually, what is the idea? Because it's always, it's eternal. The Atman or the indwelling spirit or the consciousness, neither has it birth nor has it death. What happens is only the body is born and the body dies. Self is there eternal. See, it's like, it's like you're having a huge, unlimited मान लीजिए आपके बहुत ही अनलिमिटेड कुछ ऐसे जमा हुआ, मान लीजिए मिठाई, it's all there prepared basically. Then you take it and put it in some thing in the form of thing. आप इसलिए हाथी बनाते हैं, नहीं तो उसके लिए कोई you are making a duck or a deer or something. अच्छा, डियर मिठाई, हाथी की मिठाई, गाय की मिठाई, अंदर क्या है? अंदर वही चीज है, बहुत पहाड़ परिमाण इतना बना के रखा है, आप तो देख नहीं पा रहे, इतना है, हजार हजार लाख लोग को बनाओ, फिर बनाते रहो, लेकिन उसी से जैसे आप मन मापी, कोई यही बनाया, वो हाथी बनाया, कोई कुत्ता बनाया, कोई घड़े बनाया, जो बनाया ना, अरे देखो देखो बच्चा कह रहे मेरा हाथी चाहिए, मेरा कुत्ता चाहिए, मेरा सिंह चाहिए, अच्छा जो चाहिए ले लो, लेकिन अंदर वही पूर्ण है, वही मिठाई है, वही शक्कर है, उसके साथ घी के साथ मिलावट करके वो जो दिया अंदर। सो रियली इट्स ऑल सेम ओनली। आपका जब ये कर देगा उसका, अच्छा को बना के रखा, मान लीजिए हाथी का 100 बना के रखा, अब देखिए ना हाथी नहीं बिक रहा है, लेकिन सब गाय का बहुत डिमांड है, सब गो गो करके सब गाय के लिए, अब क्यों फटाफट हाथी के सब डिस्ट्रॉय करके वही उसी से आप गाय बना दिया, गिवन एक्सटर्नली नया कुछ उसके रूप दिया, अंतर कुछ पवित्र उसकी कोई परिवर्तन हुआ, क्या नया आया, उसका कोई जन्म हुआ, उसका कोई डिस्ट्रॉय हुआ नहीं है। अब उसकी बाहर बाहर का कवरिंग का कब तोड़ दिया, आपके हाथी के रूप में उसकी जो आप कवरिंग दिया था, आप उसके तोड़ के अभी आप गाय बना दिया, लेकिन रियलिटी इट इज द सेम स्पीड, ओनली यू आर गिवन ए चेंज। अब बोले हाथी मर गया, हाथी मर गया, गाय का जन्म हुआ, आप बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन जो अंदर जो मिठाई है उसका क्या जन्म हुआ, मृत्यु हुआ? नथिंग। सो द बॉडी इज दैट कॉन्स्टेंटली चेंजिंग, now this, now young age, now childhood, now youth, now old age, now age, but really the indwelling spirit, that consciousness that continues completely all the time without any break. So what happens, see, a little of this awareness can bring a tremendous relief to us in our life. क्योंकि आपका जितने भी लड़ाई, जितने भी ये अशांति, सब because of these limitations we feel, because of this body, because of this mind, because of this intellect, because of all that, so they're all changing. So we place too much of reliance, too much of attachment, too much of involvement, all that makes it very uncomfortable. But we realize अच्छा ठीक है, वो कुछ नहीं है, किया क्या नहीं किया नहीं किया, क्या बात है, because I know I am that. These are all only temporary. कोई मेरा आदर दिखाया, कोई डांटा, कोई अच्छा बोला, कोई बुरा बोला, कुछ भी नहीं है। कोई ऐसा कोई है ना आपकी तरह तीर छोड़ा, आपके लग गया, ऐसा कुछ है? आप स्वीकार करें तब तो। somebody came and बहुत गालियां दी बुद्धा का। बुद्धा पूछा, देखिए आपको कोई आके कुछ गिफ्ट दे रहे हैं, आप गिफ्ट नहीं लेंगे, to whom will the gift belong, to the giver or the receiver? So like that. So see, all these are all not just merely theories or philosophy. They have great bearing on our life. Even in a small way, if you can practice, they will give you tremendous relief, tremendous satisfaction, peace of mind. नहीं तो देखिए, this life is full of sorrow, suffering for everybody. किसी को किसी की शेप में आता है, किसी को शारीरिक रूप में आता है, किसी के मानसिक रूप में आता है, किसी को कोई गुजर जाता है, किसी को जन्म लेता है, सब कुछ समस्या है। नथिंग इज फ्री फ्रॉम समस्या है। ठीक ठाक होना चाहिए यार, बच्चा ठीक ठाक बड़ा होना चाहिए, आते तो बात ही नहीं करता, रहे 3 साल हो गया, 3 साल हो गया करके फिर 3 साल वही रोते रोते खत्म हो गया है। ऐसे ऐसे हुआ, सब किया शादी वादी करवाया, ऐसे ऐसे हो गया, और ऐसे हो कि मेरा ये बीमार पकड़ लिया, डायबिटीज हो गया, और ब्लड प्रेशर हो गया, और कैंसर हो गया, और कुछ हो। सो if you compare, that's why when somebody, when a lady came to Buddha, it's a tremendous sorrow. She said, my only son has died, my only child. Why is it like that? I did not do anything wrong. मेरा क्या? Then Buddha said, Acha, you go to this, yes, I will answer your question. You go to this village nearby. आप एक बर्तन लेके जाओ, दिस घटी, जाके जिस घर पे कोई मृत्यु नहीं हुआ वहां से तेल भर के ले आओ. सारा गांव गोमा वो गया, भ्रमण करके वापस आया खाली बर्तन लेके. क्या हुआ? भगवान ने समझ लिया. In every house, in some of us, we always, उन लोग का अच्छा, कोई अच्छा नहीं है. आप ठीक से बात करो तो समझ में आया, कोई भी अच्छा नहीं है. बाहर दिखा रहे, कोई ऐसे डग फग के बाहर दिखा रहे अच्छा, कोई दिखा नहीं पा रहे हैं. लेकिन बिकॉज the very nature of life is like that. ये सृष्टि हुआ है वैसे. नहीं तो देखिए ठाकुर से जगत यदि सत्य हो तो कमार सोना दिए मुड़ी थे. The world was to be real. I would have covered Kamarpukar with gold. So the world is unreal. Unreal means it's unstable, impermanent. And if you go further deep into that, if you further examine that unstable nature, it's full of sorrow, suffering. There's no difference. So no, the sooner you realize, the better. The more you then see, the point is, then how are we to live? Are you to live or are we to die? हमेशा क्या दुख के बारे में सोचना? No. Then you find out what is there which is beyond all that. इसको इस सबको पर क्या है? मिला, प्रमोशन मिला, पदवी मिला, बड़ा हुआ, उससे भी बड़ा, उससे भी बड़ा हुआ, कितना बड़ा हो गया? और नहीं मिला, नहीं मिला, नहीं मिला, मिलने भी मुश्किल है, नहीं मिलने भी मुश्किल है, पैसा है भी मुश्किल है, नहीं भी मुश्किल है. The bhikkhari in the road is having same problems as the man with 10 lakhs income. उनका भी समस्या है. उसका भी बोला मेरा नहीं बिक नहीं मिल रहा है, बिक नहीं. वो एक ऐसे कोई he is taking a very humble instrument for begging. We are going with tie, coat, suit and very highly polished boots. We are also begging. All are beggars only at the end of the day. What is the difference? All are same. So we are begging for 10 lakhs, he is begging for 10 rupees. Though it is begging though, ultimately. So there is nothing in this world. So what happens when we realize even in a small way, you start developing detachment. ठीक है. Agama paino nityam tam tikshasva bharata. So you see the sukha and dukkha. Because the matra sparshas kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkha. Agama paino nitya tam tikshasva bharata. So the senses, because of sense objects, they produce these experiences. These are the nature of coming and going. अब एक ही चीज आज इतना बहुत क्या कितना सुंदर है, कितना सुंदर, अरे बहुत बुरा है, क्या क्या करके गया है. सेम अरे काल आप इतना तारीफ किया, अरे काल किया था गलत से कर दिया, आज ऐसे. फिर नेक्स्ट डे अरे रे ने कल गलती से बोला, बहुत सुंदर आदमी. How much it keeps on changing. Same thing at one time. When the sun is listening, अरे इतना, अरे सब खोलो खोलो, अरे रे लेके आओ स्वेटर लेके आओ, चादर लेके आओ, शीतोष्ण. Everything is because the body is subject to all that. So really they bring these experiences, but that which is experiencing, I am feeling cold, I am feeling hot, is different. When it's feeling cold or when it's feeling hot, it's always same. The body which is over that, the covering that we are given, that is feeling the cold, that is feeling the heat. So as long as your mind is there, then you feel it. If your mind is not there, you don't feel it. कई बार होता है ना, बहुत ही एक चीज ओवन से उठा के रख देते, अरे कैसे आप उठा दिया. Sometimes even a slight time, oh जल गया. The same skill, when it's there in emergency, पटास से उठा के रख देते हैं. The same thing, even it's slight temperature, अरे क्या इतना गर्म है. Why? The same hand, same skill. Matra, sparshas, kaunteya, sitoshya, sukha. Depending upon your mind, depending upon your state of awareness, कितनी भी हो, कुछ नहीं है. थोड़ा भी अरे ये ठंड लग रहा है, स्वेटर लेके आओ, ये लेके आओ, कंबल लेके आओ. So everything see, if you really try to understand The whole game of life is like that, full of contradictions, full of our own contradictions. If you really look back and see the way we have behaved all our life, full of contradictions. The same thing brought us tremendous happiness sometimes. Same thing, tremendous, what you call it, absolutely distaste or hatred. Absolutely can't stand it. अरे you liked it so much. अरे हो गया, अभी बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा पसंद है, वो सब देख नहीं पाता हूँ उसका. अरे आपका इतना मित्र था तब उसके साथ अब इतना तारीफ करते थे. No, I can't stand his presence. You see, so our life has been full of contradictions only. But in and through that, unless we direct our mind to something which is permanent, we'll die that way only. There won't be any change in our life. Constantly we'll be torn between sukha and dukkha, and finally just like that die. But if you develop that awareness in and through all that, is it possible? That's what first, that's why he gives him intellectual clarity. Try to understand the nature of life. What is this? What happens? What are you doing? And then slowly, when it really dawns on him, all right, doesn't matter. Whosoever lives, whosoever dies, they are going to do according to their own swadharma. No one can determine also. Can I really say when I want to die? There are people, 9 बार 10 बार आत्महत्या के लिए कोशिश किया, कुछ नहीं हुआ. जब हंसने लगा तुरंत हार्ट अटैक हुआ, मर गया. इतना दुख में 10 बार प्रयास किया था, कुछ नहीं हुआ. बॉस बोला हाँ सब ठीक हो गया, हंसने लगा, तुरंत हार्ट अटैक हो गया, चला गया. That is life. Nothing is permanent. And no one can say that I will stay up to this. So many people say, अरे बोल दीजिए मेरा जाना चाहता है. नहीं, मेरा बोलने भी नहीं होगा, आप बोलने भी नहीं होगा. Unless the Antaratma really feels tired of this body, then it is the life goes on. इसलिए किसी को 30, 40, 50, 60. So naturally, you see, that's why he says, न जायते मृति वा कजाति नायम भूत्वा भविता वा न भूय. ऐसा नहीं है कभी भी नहीं था, और भविष्य में ऐसा नहीं है नहीं रहेगा. ऑलवेज इज. इसलिए अजो नित्य शाश्वतोयम पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीर. Neither does it kill, nor does it get killed when the body is killed. Hanyate hanyamane sharire. It does not get killed when the body is killed. Body alone is killed. Atman stays forever. So, even in a very small way also you can say, in our body, millions and millions of cells are produced. Millions and millions of cells constantly die. Are we dying? Nails, they grow, you cut off, again they grow. The old nail has died. Do you die? Even in a small way, we feel that way. So if you go deeper and deeper, you find even if the whole body goes also, that lives forever. There is no destruction to that. So, all these are all essentially, to make us reflect, go inwards, find out. Otherwise, we'll be caught in this game of, coming and going, agama, paino, nitya. All that will come and go, sukha, dukkha. Always sukha or dukkha. Both are troublesome. Not that always sukha is also good. No. Sukha also leads to dukkha only ultimately. Because of kuch hua. ऐसे आप ना कोई you start celebrating, then there is some accident or some stomach trouble or a fever or this and that. अरे भाई इतना पार्टी किया ना, खत्म हो गया बस सब. So everything will ultimately, because see again and again in some way or other we are being given, see the nature of things, prakriti, सब कुछ से हमेशा आपका संकेत मिलता ही रहेगा. The indications will keep on coming. See that, this is what's happening. But we just don't look at that which is within us, that consciousness, that nature, your own consciousness, which is deep within. We don't look at it. We only look outside. Paranchikane vitina swayambhu, parang pashyati nantaratma. Doesn't look inward at all. Then Kaschidiraha Pratyagaatmanamaishat Avrita Chakshuhu Amritatvamichan. So you always go, look outside only. Look inwards, don't need anything. Simply Atmastha. Be immersed in yourself, and that's it. If you won't feel. See, whereas if you 15 minutes, you cannot be quiet without doing something. कुछ ना करना, नहीं तो ऐसे करके करते रहते हैं, नहीं तो हाथ में करते रहते हैं, कुछ देखते रहते हैं, सुनते रहते हैं. But those who are little of that kind of a steady wisdom, I've seen our own Swami's Gambhirananji. Last so many years he could not see. Such serious glaucoma, he had virtually lost his sight. A person who was so intellectually oriented, who had written so many books, perhaps he is the author of the maximum number of books in the order. All Upanishads he had translated. Swamiji's life in 3 volumes he did. And then Holy Mother's life, Bangla and English, both he did. Like that, number of all major Upanishads, everything. And for such a person, not able to see anything, blindness. Imagine how it is possible. See, if you're not, we are all always restless. Even when you're blind, we will be continue to be restless. But a person who is given to reading constantly, so much of intellectual work, no, I say, but absolutely unperturbed. They will say morning, they say you can always correct your watch seeing him. 4 बजे बैठते थे. हो गया, उसके बाद एक इसी चेयर रहता था, वहाँ ऐसे बैठते हैं. ही यूज्ड टू सिंग, गुनगुना के वहाँ के काली कीर्तन वगैरह गाते रहते हैं. महाराज चलिए नाश्ता का टाइम. ओ नाश्ता का टाइम, चलो. For him, no problem. Even if he's like that for 10 hours also, he'll be like that. Time doesn't sit on him. That is a sign, ना. हम लोग का तो 5 मिनट भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. ये ना, वो ना, सही, ये सब करना, डिस्टर्ब करना, सही करना, चुप नहीं रह पाते. जितना भी बोलो तो सुनते नहीं. So simply, oh अच्छा. Then again is, महाराज चलिए स्नान कर. ओ स्नान करना है, चलो. Like that, day after day, day after day. Absolutely no problem. Such a great soul. So, that is how. See, when you really become inward, when you understand the nature of life, then you understand not to concentrate so much in the external world. Try to go inward. Try to understand the impermanence of this world, how it is not leading us anywhere, how one can lead a much meaningful life by not concentrating all these which are disappearing, rather trying to find out at least that search. You see, मान लीजिए हम लोग का तो मान लीजिए ब्रह्म ज्ञान तो हुआ नहीं, ठीक है. हाँ, ये सब चीज पढ़े, हम लोग पढ़ लिया किताब में, ठीक है, लेकिन जीवन में नहीं उतारा हुआ, नहीं अनुभव हुआ, ठीक है. But you see, when you at least understand the impermanent nature of the world, ये जगत के बारे में, एक जीवन के बारे में आपके स्पष्ट धारण हो जाए, you won half of the battle. आधा तो युद्ध हो गया आपका. Because you see, why we are not able to go into a deeper aspect of life? Because we are caught in this. ये हम लोग हर रोज मानते हैं, इतने भी शास्त्र आपके बोलो अनित्य, आप मानते हैं नित्य. सिर्फ पैसा जाने में, कोई होने में, किसी को आपकी ब्यूटी लॉस होने में, बाल गिरने में, सब कुछ में ऐसे दुख, कैसे दुख. अरे तो जाएगा तो क्या है. So if you understand the impermanent nature of the world, what will happen? You'll be saved from lot of botheration. Then आपका मन में ऐसे स्वभाव ही बनेगा, मैं I shall think about it. Let me understand. Let me find out. Is there anything permanent at all? कुछ है क्या? मैं जो देख रहा हूं ये सब तो impermanent है, कोई संदेह नहीं. Then you start reading scriptures and श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन कर धीरे, then you understand, yes, this life is gone, this like this, but I can always find out something which is very meaningful, which is worthy, which will last forever. See, आपका जो जो नित्य उसका ढूंढने के लिए भी ऐसी मानसिक एक प्रस्तुति जरूर है ना. Unless you have that mental framework, mental preparation, no time. सुबह से रात तक दौड़ते रहेंगे हम लोग, इधर से उधर से, ऐसे से कहीं ये काम में वही काम में, कुछ काम नहीं तो कुछ ढूंढ ढूंढ के ले लेते हैं. Some keep ourselves busy. मैं तो चुप नहीं बैठ पाऊंगा, मेरा कुछ ना कुछ, अरे बैठो. But we can't. So when you understand all that, when you understand मैं जितने भी दौड़ भाग करूं कुछ भी नहीं हो. Whatever I do, nothing is going to happen. The world will not fall down. Skies won't come down. It's okay. जो भी करना है, whatever you've done, okay. But I will not get terribly involved. I will not get terribly attached. I will not get terribly affected by all that. Even if you do this much, you are very much on the right path. Because जैसे ठाकुर बता रहे ना, आपका इफ यू पश्चिम दिशा में आप जाने में, आप पूर्व दिशा में, पश्चिम will automatically will be left behind, will go behind. The more you go advance towards the east, the west you'll be definitely leaving behind. So like that, when you understand this, that will be a great help. It will save you from great sorrow and suffering. Because ultimately, everyone, all of us want peace, all of us want to be free from sorrow and suffering. We want happiness in some way or other. The only way is to understand the nature of life and move away from that, and slowly, over a period of time, see, again and again the attractions will come. Again and again we'll be pulled. Again and again we have to struggle. Then we struggle, and when we become very sure, नहीं भाई, ये धोखाधड़ी में मैं नहीं हूँ, कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. Then what happens? Then you have that mental strength, mental makeup. Yes, अभी में ये तो सब देख लिया, अनित्य सब देख लिया, नित्य क्या है मैं ढूंढना चाह रहा हूँ. Then only all that will make meaningful. हाँ अच्छा, तो ये तो बोला तो ठीक है, मैं तो देख रहा हूँ, ये तो कुछ भी फायदा नहीं है, ऐसे ही होता रहता है, चलता रहता है, क्या फायदा. All that will become meaningful to you when we start practicing in the direction. उसके पहले to be free from all that, and then slowly take up the actual practices over a period of time on get. See, what is the real test? When such temptations come, when such things come before you. आपकी मान लीजिए शुगर है, सामने बहुत सुंदर फ्रेश रसगुल्ला लेके आया, आप 3-4 खा लें तो शुगर बढ़ेगा. देन दैट मींस यू नो कंट्रोल. नहीं भाई, मेरा हो गया, ये जन्म में हो गया, मेरा जरूरत नहीं. कैन यू सी दैट? दैट इज कंट्रोल. So like that, slowly when you find that whatever is distracting us, whatever is affecting us, can we stay away from that? Then only you are a aspirant, you are a fit aspirant. इसलिए तो शास्त्र में लेक्चर बोला दे, साधना चतुष्टय में नित्य अनित्य वस्तु विवेक. ये एक डिसिप्लिन में आपकी सारा का सारा काम हो जाए, करे तो. So we'll take up next week. Of course, we'll have to do it online because next week, Sunday, I'll have to go to Rishikesh for that project. So in the next few months, we'll have definitely every now and then online because I have to rush there also to complete it before April 15th. Let's see. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.